Okay, good morning, everybody. I want to thank you for showing up for the LinkedIn marketing segment of our week on Friday. And this is something that I am enjoying doing, and actually I'm finding things that will help me to learn more about LinkedIn and everything. So I'm hoping it's also helping you guys. So thanks for showing up and being a part of PDL Pro. So this morning we'll start with useful tips for marketing with LinkedIn. I've got a couple of 2 or 3 things afterwards that I want to share with you too that I also found through LinkedIn. So this PDF was inspired by Brian Hunt. I'm not sure how you pronounce his name, so I'll just kind of leave it without butchering it. But he made a post on 8 ways to better market yourself on LinkedIn in 2015. And actually what it is kind of a summary of what we've already gone through, but I thought it just kind of really explained things a little more as to why we should be working our LinkedIn market more. So hopefully this will help for you to get in on why LinkedIn is so powerful for us. So what Brian did was he asked 8 people what they thought was the best way to market yourself with LinkedIn. And the first one we're starting with is Brian Murray. And he said the initial step to linking with your target market is identifying who you will be targeting. Once you understand who you want to notice you, Brian lays out the next action. I share relevant content that causes them to continue to see me and recognize my name. So what I did was I highlighted basically the steps that these people suggest that we do. And he says, when I reach out, they are a lot more likely to respond than a cold email from somebody who doesn't regularly use the platforms. Sometimes it's not the quantity of followers you have, it's how often you show up on their radar. Probably the very best item of guidance Brian provides originates from an analogy to sales. Much like sales, the time you require to make a sale is not the very first time you call or email them. They have to trust you. They need to see you. So we need to put ourselves out there more and not just expect everybody to jump on our bandwagon the first time. Ryan also thinks that the only point individuals like greater than seeing somebody tweeting or discussing points they love is when you get involved with the audience and supply personal interaction. And Vika von Rosen is a popular LinkedIn expert and also author of the book LinkedIn Marketing, An Hour a Day. That book sounds like that could be rather interesting. LinkedIn is about building connections, and one of the best ways of building relationships is to show your top prospects that you are listening to them. Stephanie Sammons is a distinguished LinkedIn specialist, named a top 30 marketing thought leader and a top 25 social media expert by LinkedIn, who coaches professionals on just how to optimize their social presence. Her recommendation for marketers and business owners that want to build their visibility is to adopt what she describes as the 10 in 10 rule. While others are pumping out content and status updates to their entire network, Stephanie instead motivates experts to go one-to-one with 10 of your connections, 10 minutes a day. If you invest 10 minutes a day appealing directly with 10 of your valued LinkedIn calls, you will certainly grow your influence. Now here's another name that I'm not going to butcher, but Alex, a serial business owner, started linkedfluencer.com. My top tip to any person wanting to make use of LinkedIn as an effective marketing tool is to first create a clear plan on exactly what they're looking to achieve from the platform. Drafting a strategy calls for looking over your marketing objectives over the next 6 to 12 months, identifying the target market you would need to connect with in order to achieve those objectives, and then building a LinkedIn profile that resonates with this audience. Much like you would plan your editorial schedule, you should also plan your LinkedIn posts. Not having a strategy is the primary reason businesses aren't using LinkedIn to its complete potential. Bert Verdonk is the owner of the pioneering social agency Really Connect and a LinkedIn professional in his very own right. According to him, one of the most underutilized strategies on LinkedIn today is the use of rich media and also SlideShare in particular. Most people have no idea of the impact SlideShare can carry their LinkedIn marketing. Like YouTube for PowerPoint, he says that SlideShare links index brilliantly well, often ranking higher than LinkedIn or Facebook. As if this was not reason enough to accept the platform, LinkedIn bought SlideShare in 2013 and has since offered substantial integration capabilities. Keep in mind that, of course, there are some search engine optimization experts who let you pay a ton of money to artificially increase your search results, but SlideShare is free and beats a lot of other strategies easily and in a natural way. SlideShare offers a lot of quality content, and Google loves great content, resulting in higher natural rankings. People will find you more easily for your topics. Simply put, SlideShare aids your profile to become a lot more noticeable, not only by putting you higher in search positions in the internet search engines as well as LinkedIn, yet by supplying appealing content your prospective audience desires to see when they do reach your profile. Discuss a win-win scenario. Neil Schaefer is the author of the outstanding LinkedIn book, Maximize Your Social, a social media coach, consultant, and trainer. His suggestions for experts seeking to optimize their LinkedIn existence is to take advantage of the long-form publishing. Neil points out that LinkedIn opened their blogging platform to all users in 2014, but very few have taken advantage of being a part of the LinkedIn publishing empire. Certain individuals have posted some content, but the initiatives of lots of individuals are lackluster or scattershot, short-form blog posts. Rather, Neil thinks LinkedIn should be dealt with like a full-fledged syndicated blog site. If you are only blogging on your corporate blog, you are missing out on the possibility to get your content in front of eager eyes on LinkedIn. This is a wasted chance because when you blog on LinkedIn, your content is seen not only by your connections, but also by others who are consuming news on LinkedIn Pulse. Neil mentions that he has seen fantastic long-form material by users that receive more views than their number of connections, and some that have literally received hundreds of thousands of views. As LinkedIn places itself as a content platform, the benefits of welcoming a content-centric method will certainly come to be more and more noticeable. Stay one step ahead of the curve by producing engaging, rich, long-form content. And along with that, I have been reading also that they're suggesting now that your blogs be 2,000 words, your blog posts be 2,000 words, that people are looking for much deeper content. They don't want just the surface stuff now. They want it to go deeper. So that might be why they're talking more about that. John Rampton is a social media expert and also columnist for publications such as Forbes, Entrepreneur, and Inc. The recommendations he provides was something that irritated him due to the fact that it is so easy, yet numerous individuals miss it. I can never understand why people go to network events, hand me their business card, and they don't have their LinkedIn profile on there. He continued, they have various other social media networks on there, but LinkedIn is the professional network site. When I want to size you up professionally, that's where I go. Don't be timid about calling out your LinkedIn profile. Place it on your email business card and so on. Anything with your name on it, your profile should be there as well. Put your LinkedIn profile in your email signature. Email is the same thing. Your professional email can just as easily be an additional touch point or place to connect. Lewis Howes is a LinkedIn professional that organizes the School of Greatness podcast, and also he recommends leveraging the new LinkedIn Pulse platform by consistently producing appealing content on your profile. Howells mentions that until just recently, the publishing platform was just reserved for select influencers. Nevertheless, things have actually transformed recently, and this offers a larger chance for marketing professionals to earn the attention of the best expert viewers on LinkedIn. With Pulse open to everyone, not just influencers, it's a massive opportunity to expand your reach. Now let's go ahead and summarize the tips for marketing on LinkedIn. And they are: 1, figure out who your target market is. 2, share relevant content that causes them to continue to see you and recognize your name. 3, get involved with the audience and supply personal interaction. 4, show your top prospects that you are listening to them. 5, go one-to-one with the 10 of your connections, 10 minutes a day. Otherwise the 10 and 10 rule that we talked about. Create a clear plan on exactly what you're looking to achieve from the platform. Looking over your marketing objectives over the next 6 to 12 months. Identifying the target market. Build a LinkedIn profile that resonates with your audience. Use SlideShare. Using SlideShare, it usually ranks higher than LinkedIn or Facebook. And take advantage of the long-form publishing with LinkedIn Pulse platform for leverage. Put your LinkedIn profile link in your email signature and on your business cards. So your signature line could look something like that. I left off my phone number, but that's how your signature line could be looking. So the other thing, hopefully that kind of explains a little more why LinkedIn is so powerful and how we can benefit from from the use of LinkedIn. The other thing, a couple of things I wanted to share with you was, it was interesting. And you'll find this, and maybe some of you have already noticed, but sometimes when you connect with the right people, I'll make this larger so you can see it, uh, you get invitations. And I thought this was real interesting. I got this invitation from this person, and there's no way I will try to pronounce his name. But it's a pleasure to connect with you. Loving your profile so far. I feel like I know you already. I would like to nominate you to be on the founding team for a multi-million-dollar project being launched out of New York. Wow, did that ever make me feel good? I haven't done anything with that message, but that, you'll get things like that. Like I said, the first time was I got one for joining a $1 million group. So don't be surprised if you get something like that. Another one I got just a while back, or just a couple of days ago, was inviting me to a group. And so I went, and it was a group. I went and looked at it, and it was a group on branding your business, and there was only 19 people in it. So he was just starting it up. And so I thought, wow, that could be a real helpful place to be, because I can learn more about branding and how it's working for people in there. Plus, they let you advertise your business. So just kind of watch your emails for invitations like that. Now, this website you might want to take and mark down. It's called Soovle or something like that. It's SOOVLE.com. And when you go there, what this is to help you find keywords. And so you have all of these different sites that when you put a word in here, and what I did the other day was, Ramon is always putting these quotes on Facebook, and I thought, wow, and he said he has them all. He has his auto poster up to through 2017 or so. And so I thought, wow, that's, how do you do that? That's pretty awesome. Well, I came across this website, and so if I put the word quotes in here, do you see how it's populating? And so it'll show you where you can go to get quotes, and you can get quotes about anything. You can find quotes for anything, and all you have to do, so stock quotes, quotes about life, funny quotes. I went to funny quotes, and that's in yahoo.com. They have motivational quotes, love quotes, inspirational quotes. So there's all kinds of ideas over here, quotes about a new baby. So what I did was I went to funny quotes here. And then there's also a website that usually comes up. And so if you pick on any of these, you can find different quotes. And what I found was, this wasn't the site, but what I did was I took and copied all of these quotes, and it might be best, to read them first. So if there's something that doesn't agree with you, you can delete it. But what I did was I went and copied all those, and then I put it in notepad. I went through and deleted what I didn't want in there. And then I was able to take those quotes and do like Ramon showed us with the bulk upload. And I was able to upload them and let it do its thing. But then what I found was you want to go through because you want to be careful, how many gets put in a day, depending on how you spread it out. But that was pretty neat. That was pretty fast. So I thought I would share that with you. So what you don't want to do is you don't want to click in here or click this, because what it'll do is it'll take you to Google unless you want to go to Google. But here's some, what Google has, quotes about friends, family, him, death, so take a pick here. I'll try another, let's see. See how that's populating, and I don't even have all the word in there. So traffic. So there you can get Chicago's traffic, traffic shoes, traffic monsoon, login, traffic cameras. So it's a fast way to get keywords, okay? Now I'm going to show you another site that also does keywords, and this guy is rather interesting. He kind of bothered me at first when I went to him, but this site is called answerthepublic.com, and this one, I wasn't quite sure how to work it at first, and then I realized, oh, it was working. It was me that didn't know what was going on. So if you put, let's do quotes again in here, and over here you can pick the country that you want. So I'll do US, and here you can read about the tool. You can go down here and you can learn more about it and watch his video. And if you stick around long enough, see him pick his teeth. So we'll get questions. We'll go to, we'll let it. So here, if you want to go back to that first page, you can click here, or if you don't want to constantly change the country, just click your back arrow key and it'll take you back. Okay, so for the keyword quotes that I put in, this is all about keywords. You'll see there's 155 questions, 137 prepositions, and alphabetically they've put them all in, and there's 1,026 keywords for your quotes. So over here you'll see that what they did for the questions, you've got 155 questions here that you can use to decide on which one to write about for your blog. And it starts with the word quotes, and it asks the question, why, how, are, where, which, who, and what. So you have all these questions to pick from. Now over here on the side, I've got to move this so I can see. Let's see. You can save this image, and what happens is it takes a picture of it, and so you'll have a picture of it. Okay, now if you keep scrolling down, here you have your 137 prepositions. So you start with for, like, near, to, versus, with, and without. And each of these areas uses this particular preposition to choose from. And so these can all be, so like quotes with pictures, quotes with drawing, quotes words versus actions, quotes or an underline likes, and so on and so forth. So And with that one, you can also save this to image. And then down here are all your keywords alphabetically. So it goes from A clear down to Z, if you can find the end. So there's your Z quotes. And then if you come up here, you can export all of that, those questions and prepositions and alphabetical words into a CSV file. So then you have it all in one place. So that's, I was pretty blown away. I thought, wow, anybody writing you know, doing an interview or say of something by somebody, you've got questions here that could maybe spark your ideas, get you being more creative. So there's all kinds of things that you could use these keywords for. And, these are long tail keywords. So they would be basically what we was showed earlier about going into Google and doing a search for different things. So just play around with this, and this one is called answerthepublic.com. So that was one thing. There's other ones out there, but these were the ones that was of interest to me. So if you want to know other ones, I can get you that information.